Welcome to another YouTube video. Today I think I want to show you how to measure a love seat for fabric. It's a very unusual love seat. Just want to show you that the arms are reversed. Usually you have this is the left arm and this is your right arm, but they've got the roll to the center of the chair. So I thought this would make an interesting video. It could be it's a little different measuring, and I'll explain. But what we're going to do as usual, I have my board over here to show you guys a little bit easier. Before I used to use paper, 8 by 11, but I think you guys can see this better. So what I'm going to be doing today for you is the seat, the front border. I'm going to be measuring seat, front border, deck, inside arms, front panel, inside back, outside back, lower inside arms, and I see already that I missed something. Hold on one second. We need outside arms. So we'll just make another category here. Outside arms. Don't think I mentioned that. I'll just draw a line there. And let's get measuring. Now, you see down below I have cushion. That's a whole separate thing, you guys. I usually do a cushion after I measure the cushion after I measure the body. So today we're not doing that. I just want to show you the body and the love seat. So we have a deck that the deck is the underpart of the cushion, right? You guys underneath the cushion. So I'm going to be measuring to the wood rail that's in the back where the deck is attached to the front seam here. We got 31. We're going to add 3 inches, so 33 for the deck. And notice, as usual, you guys, I have the directions indicated just with the simple slash. Some people like to put arrows like this. That's fine if you want. It's up to you, but this indicates up and down. This slash side to side. Keep it as simple as possible. Okay, so the seat, you know what? We got the deck. Let's go side to side now on the deck. Okay, we got the 33 front to back. Side to side, same thing. You're going to be going to the wood rail to wood rail. The halfway point is 40 and 80 plus 3. We always add 3, so 83 for that. Now usually you guys can put a little asterisk over here, although notice how I have the 3 components of the seat. I have them bracketed, the seat, the front border, and the deck. This is just to indicate that they're all one piece sometimes, and I'll explain that in a minute. So let's do the seat first. The seat is from the seam up and down the seat to underneath where the panel is, and that's going to be 10 plus 3 is 13, right? 13 inches. We're adding 3 inches. 13 inches. Side to side of the seat. You're going to be measuring, goes in here and then around. Sometimes it's the same as the deck, but not always. In this case, it's not 68 plus 3, it's 73. Seat 73. So the deck was 83, which makes sense because the deck goes in a little bit more, right? So now the front border, they have it all in one piece. Excuse me. I don't think we're going to do that. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to erase that right there. I'm just going to bracket the seat and the deck together because those have to be sewn together. And the front border we're going to make separate. Okay, so I'm just going to put that as a separate piece. Front border. It doesn't get bracketed because we're not going to sew it like they did. It's easier for us to secure it. Just draw a line over here on the piece. So let's measure the front border now. We're just going to put, if you see my other videos, we'll just blind tack. We're using a cardboard tack tape and then bring it down. So up and down, we have a measurement of 9 plus 3, 9, 10, 11, 12. Up and down, 12 in the front border. Side to side, probably the same. It is the same as the seat. So we'll go 73. Okay, so the inside arms are very unusual in this. They're actually waterfall arms. And then we have the top of the arm, and then we have the inner arm, which I've got listed over here. I've got inside arms of this. And then the lower arms, inside arms, are down here. They're a separate piece. So I thought this was going to make a good demonstration because it's a little different. You guys will find, different pieces of furniture all the time. So I thought this might be helpful for you. So I'm going to measure from underneath the arm, all the way under the piece of furniture to 45 plus 3 is 48. 48 inches inside arms. That's a big inside arm, 48. And let's measure the side to side measurement. I bet that's going to be big too. We're going to go to the right to the halfway point where the panel covers up your staple work. So that's 44 plus 3, that's 47. We'll just call it 48. It doesn't usually happen when you're measuring. If you guys have been measuring, you don't really come to squares that much, but that's a square. It doesn't happen often. So I just rounded it out to 48. Okay, so now your front panel right here. It's just so odd seeing the arm this way instead of the other way, but that's all right. The customer loves, she's got another one of these, but she's only doing one. So up and down, we got 24 plus 3 is 27. 27. Side to side. You go from your furthest point, you guys, right? We've seen in other videos. We got 5 plus 3 is 8. Just in the inside back. We're going to do the up and down measurement first. We got 26 plus 3 is 29. 29. Side to side. If you notice how the inside back goes underneath the arm like that, so make sure that that's always your furthest measurement, right, you guys? Halfway point's 30, plus 30 is 60, plus 3 is 63. 63. The outside back, I'm just going to go out to the outside back. Measure up and down. We got 27 plus 3 is 30. And we got side to side 70 and 73. So 73 and 30, you guys. 73 and 30. And 30. And guess what? Because they're waterfall arms, we don't need any outside arms. Going to erase that again. I was right the first time, you guys. So we already have that covered. You're actually inside arms, the inside and the outside arms all in one. But we do have a lower inside arm, which I have labeled down there. So up and down, 16 plus 3 is 19. And then side to side, we have 35 plus 3 is 38. So there you have it, you guys. So if you've seen the other videos too, you know that before you start cutting, you want to make sure that you first of all, I have a little asterisk here so you can use a different fabric for the deck. That saves 2 yards of fabric right off the bat. So you're looking to save fabric. You're looking to be as conservative as possible because fabric's expensive, right? That's a good way to start. This indicates you need to railroad this fabric, which fortunately I have a fabric that can be railroaded or run sideways, right? The pattern will be okay running sideways because fabric's usually only 54 inches wide, so that's another indication. We don't have to worry about that one. We go down, now we start looking for matches. So if we were to take the 73, well, your front border, that would be a good match for 2 fabrics, right? For the width of the fabric, and we still have 25 inches left over. So we might do the lower arms with the rest of the fabric on that. So already we have a plan. See that, you guys? We have 3 widths and 3 different things that we can cut out of one width of fabric, if that makes sense. And then usually as you go along, your measurements get a little choppy, but actually I would then go to the inside arms would be one of the next ones, because that's the width of the fabric right there, which is great. So you get 2 of them right there. So at first when I looked at this, I thought, I get some bad measurements, but actually there's a lot of good measurements on this, because the only thing that saves us on this job is that it's railroaded. The fabric is railroaded. That saves sometimes, not all the time, that saves you some yardage. So I hope you've learned something from this love seat, how to measure a love seat, a little unorthodox love seat. So we'll see you next time.